Hey guys, welcome back. Hey, this is gonna be fun. Joking. What did I ever do to turn her into such a workaholic? Marisa? Anyway, we're all done with our coffee, so let's head on over to the settlement, and I have to look at that truck. Wait, just wait outside a bit while I go grab my tools. Excuse me. Oh, actually, I caught through good size, though. Drought. Can you take them over to the settlement when you go? Of course. So what is the former chairman of Redfield Group? I know him by name, but he's a far more light-hearted man than I would have guessed. Indeed, he seems very easygoing. You can say what you really think. You're not going to hurt my feelings or anything. Everyone loves him because he's all led back then the corporation, but the mostly he just a corrupt, and irresponsible. And then 5 years ago, he just never mind. Let's get going as soon as he's ready. We headed back to the settlement. All right. Let's wait for him by the garage. Everest. We should be head back at the to the settlement. Hey Juris, are you pretty good terms with my grandfather then? Something like that. We only know him for a couple of years, but all of us in the settlement owes him a lot. Myself included. Okay, we're good to go. If you mind, I ride with one of you. Grandfather? Are you driving? Nah, the engine been acting a bit lately, so I'd rather not. Besides, how could I pass up a chance to get to know my granddaughter's classmates for the better? Green, right? Got room for one more there? Oh, why did he have to pick Green? Better not giving him any fighting ideas. I'm sure that isn't the case. I feel a bit more at ease if you focus more on range, though. How's the little Sharon doing these days? I heard she's recently started working for your dormitory. That's right, I haven't had too much time to get to know her, but she seems really skilled at what she does. Oh, she is, very much so. But more importantly, she's a real kitty. Oh great! Oh great! He's a pervert. She always has that lovely reserved air, but there's a playful side to her too. I wish she signed on my personal maid as my personal maid. That would be my life. Yeah. But that inner girl is really nice too. She's got those dresses that you want her to lay down. Oh no! Oh, come on! no cheese as bread, some material to boot. Notice smothering homemade homeroom hottie. Oh no. Okay, his face is like, what? I ever saw one. Oh, come on, you know, agree with me. Well, I can't really say that. I disagree with you, though. But, if you don't mind me asking, why do you ever took us to the matter you were here? Tell me, Reem. What kind of girl do you see in her as? Well, I would say she's a really hard worker in a great many respects. Oh, I have no doubt of it. She's a good-looking pilot, as well-mannered as any noble daughter. And that's all comes naturally to her. It's not some persona she focused on herself. Yeah, I'm amazed at how effortless she made it all seem. And yet, she has a habit of trying to resolve everything without relying on anyone else for support. I'm sure it hasn't escaped that notice of any young man like yourself. It does feel like that sometimes, yeah. She's kind, she's sense her to always see things through. But she always keeps everything bottled up, like she never wants to let on to anyone that she needs help upon. Mirza R. Von War. It's not like I'm trying to make a big deal out of it or anything. It's just, if everyone knew, it would make things awkward between us. I don't want that. I have a feeling that the relation between her and her mother and I caused her to end up like that, or to be more specific, the conflict between the two of us. That's why I didn't tell her where I was, but I will leave it up to her to fill in the details about that. But I'm sure that once the two of you are a bit closer, she will tell you on her own. A bit closer? I have feelings of some crucial misunderstanding going on here. Oh, is it so? Is that so? I thought there was a little something going on between you two after seeing your name come up in one of her letters. We did have, unfortunately, accident back at the start of our year. But that's all it was. We eventually got it sorted out, and nothing really happened since. An accident? Did you accidentally collide with her on her way to school, causing her to drop those toes she held between her sweet lips? Oh no, he's such a pervert! And as it does clear, the two of you find yourselves on the ground in this unlikely yet hardly seen position. That's a really oddly specified question. Good reaction. But I don't know what kind of heart racing position you're So something did happen, didn't it? Oh, now just tell Ogren here all about it. That is what every juicy detail. Grandmother, please!
Those military academy students. I wonder what they're doing all the way out here. Oh well. Looks like things are gonna start getting interesting. Okay, let's get this mission started. Sheesh. Gramps and the others can be so unreasonable sometimes.
Let me do it two more. That night, the people of the settlement held a banquet at the elder's house for Buzz Green and Norton. I don't know what we would do without you, Gran. Here you go. Here to you. Here's to you, my friend. And to you. Come on, Lactum. This booze isn't going to drink itself. Yes, yes. It's still hard to read. It's still harder to believe it. Finding the famous Gordon Redfield out in the sticks. Like this. You know him? Of course! See, he staged on the authorities of our reputation to make Redfield one of the digital powerhouse it is today. And it's only getting bigger since his daughter took over. The Red Greenfield Company has injury, an arm manufacturer making their name on firearms and such. They underwent massive suspicions of their lineup and started working on orbital weapons and railway projects. I suppose that's what it must have looked like to the nobody. But the company does business all across the continent, not just Dracomerid. Green has a Fentry lieutenant lookout for the opposing businessmen. I think I said that right. I'm not for sure. I see. I know he was a kind man, but I didn't realize he was that famous. The real mystery is why someone would walk all the way from that in the first place. Excuse me. Some people say he got ill and had no choice but to stand down. But look at him now. He's picture of health. So maybe there's some truth to the old rumor after all. Oh? What do you mean? Just something I heard a long time ago. There's no real proof of it, and we at the clinic aren't in the business of printing faithless supplication. Lisa? Oof, I think my eyes were bigger than my stomach. I'm going to go out and get a little fresh air, okay? Alright. Lisa? I mean, it's just going out to get some fresh air. Would you mind going to keep her company? Not at all. But why me? You're class president and all. You make some better company. No. Trust me, I think you're definitely the best man for the job. Oh, if you say so. Alright, I'll be back in a while then.
I'm such an idiot. What am I even doing?
Wow, would you look at the view? Amazing, isn't it, Lisa? It's so pretty. Oh, come on, you two. We need to get going. Now, let them have their fun. It's not often you have a day off like this. Why not try to relax for once?
Elisa?
Oh, Reem. Well, what are you doing out here? Did you eat too much?
My mouth says no, but my stomach's thinking yes. You doing okay? You seem a bit unsteady there.
Nothing like that. I'm just feeling a little out of it. I'm just going to stay out here for a while and get some fresh air. Then I'll be Whoa! Sorry about that.
See? What did I tell you? We've been riding all day. I'm not surprised you're feeling tired. Riding a horse really takes it out of you.
I guess you're right. Why didn't that occur to me before?
Hey, Elisa, look up at the sky.
Huh? Oh, wow!
You know, I didn't even notice it last night because we turned in so early. But now that we know, if you're out here to get some air, better to take in the starlight than look at the ground.
You're right. My father was a technician. 8 years ago, he passed away. My family was never really the same after that. Mother was director of the company back then. She focused all of her energy on making the Rhineford Group even bigger. She used to treasure our family, but after that, it's like she could barely spare a thought for us.
Oh. She did seem like a talented businesswoman when we met her. Well, more than talented to run the Rhineford Group.
What you saw in River Station was just a watered-down version of her normal intensity. We'd be able to have dinner together maybe once every 3 months, and that's being generous. But at least I wasn't alone. Grandfather and Sharon were always there for me.
That's how it was, huh? I guess you've known Sharon for a long time then.
Yeah, my mother hired her about 7 years ago. Being a Rhineford and all, I never had many people I could really call friends when I was young. The nobles looked down on me, of course, but the common people treated me like I was different from them, too. At least with my grandfather and Sharon around, I never felt totally alone. Grandfather introduced me to all kinds of different hobbies, like horseback riding and playing the violin. Sharon taught me self-defense and archery, and all the high society etiquette expected of a lady. Meanwhile, my mother kept expanding the company completely against the wishes of my grandfather, the chairman.
I see. Though, hasn't Rhineford always been a big industrial company?
Kind of, yeah. Even back then, they took on projects in all fields, from steel mills to railway construction to guns and tanks. It's not surprising there are people out there who like to call the company a merchant of death. I can't say I completely agree with that side of the company, but I've never felt embarrassed or ashamed about it. But a few years ago, the Reinford Group finally went too far.
What do you mean?
Those 2 railway guns set up in Gorelia Fortress on the eastern edge of the Empire? You know about those, right?
Yeah, I've heard of them. They're supposed to have the longest range of any orbital cannon in the world.
I've only seen their spec sheets, but the destruction they're capable of is terrifying. Erebonia's still fighting with Calvert over Crossbell, and those guns are capable of targeting any point in Crossbell State. In just a couple hours, they could wipe Crossbell City and its 500,000 citizens off the map.
No way. That's way beyond being a weapon of war. More like an instrument of massacre.
I couldn't agree more. And neither could my grandfather, who supervised their construction. Even though my mother was the one who signed off on the project, my grandfather regretted it like the decision was his. As he was hesitating over whether to hand them over to the Imperial Army, my mother betrayed him.
What?
She went behind his back and secured the support of all of Reinford's major shareholders. Everyone from Ruhr's ruling lord Marquis Ragnar to the top brass of the Imperial Army was on her side. In the face of such overwhelming pressure from all sides, my grandfather was forced to capitulate. He stepped down as chairman, and my mother wasted no time taking his place. That's when my grandfather decided to leave the company entirely. And me. I thought I'd at least have Sharon on my side, but she just did whatever my mother told her to do. It's been 5 years since then already.
Oh. I think I get it now. Why she gets under your skin, I mean. It's not so much what your mother did, but how it ended up tearing your family apart.
Yeah. I couldn't believe my mother would betray her own father. I couldn't believe grandfather would take it without fighting back. I couldn't believe Sharon, who'd always supported me, watched it all happen without a word of protest. It really drove it home to me, how big the Reinford Group was now. I hated realizing it had become so large that corporate interests were stronger than family ties. Looking back, I guess that's when I decided I'd leave home and enroll in the academy. Even when I ran, I couldn't go far enough to escape my mother's shadow. Then I come here and find my grandfather happily enjoying a whole new life without a care in the world. When I stepped outside, I was feeling so lost, so frustrated, wondering what I'd been doing all this time. But it's kind of strange, you know? I look up at the stars and it feels like I can escape the gravity of everything. I think I'm finally starting to understand why my grandfather chose to leave it all behind and move out here in the first place.
You really are strong, Elisa. Stronger than you realize. You were finally ready to talk about it. About your family and the company and everything. So, maybe you found what you were looking for to move past that, right?
Maybe you're right. But I don't think I would have been able to if I hadn't enrolled at the academy. Meeting everyone in Class 7, the lacrosse club, I'm a better person for it. Your support has already made a difference. So, thanks. Thanks for worrying about me. And thanks for reminding me to look up, not down.
Anytime. Though, truth be told, I came to check on you because Emma asked me to. Sorry to ruin the moment.
I thought that might be the case. Oh well, there's always next time. It's kind of strange to hear you tell me I'm strong, because I could say the same thing about you. You always seem to get thrust into the role of leader, someone we can count on to keep us on track.
I guess running errands on all my free days is really helping me buckle down. Still, I feel like I've got a long way to go, especially when I keep running from myself.
Huh?
Remember back in Keldic? I said that I came to the academy to find myself. But sometimes, I wonder if maybe I just wanted to get away. From my family, from myself.
Do you not get along well with your family?
Oh, I do. I'm not their real son, but my parents always loved me like I was. My sister and I, we've had our differences, especially lately, but we still get along pretty well. No, the problem's just with me.
Of course, like, every time it gets good, I just woke up at the timer thing. It's like, I'm like, ah! That's what I like about the 35. But I have a feeling it's just too long for people to want to watch. See you guys next time. This is Green Tiger King signing out.